that I'm here on my channel live. And I am wondering, here's the reason I'm wondering, because when I first did this live, it said that I was going to be streaming on May 23rd, and that's just not right. So let me, here we are. Woo! There we are. Because it is June 5th, not May 23rd. So I see me, we must be here live. So welcome, welcome, y'all. It is June 5th, and you are creating today with Colleen Magnus. I come to you live every Wednesday on YouTube to share some Stampin' Up! Inspiration, and I'm on the East Coast in Chesapeake, Virginia. So thanks for being here. Now today I'm excited for a lot of different reasons. First of all, I am excited because tomorrow's my birthday. So although I can't believe how fast, how it's going by, I don't want to say how much I'm getting older. I'm very thankful to be getting older, as long as I can keep feeling good too. Every birthday is a gift. So I always tell people, don't ever give me black balloons, because I will celebrate every birthday I have. I'm thankful for them, because I know so many others do not have them. So anyways, I'm thankful that tomorrow's my birthday. I'm thankful for my sister Carrie. She was born on my birthday 4 years later. I was upset for many years as a child, but I love sharing this day with her, and she's an amazing sister. I hold her very, very dear in my heart. Thankful because Danny and I are almost close to renovating the downstairs as far as our living room. Back in 2001, we renovated the house. So you would not believe what we did. It took us about 4 years to make our decision, and ended up, I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-month renovation, 18 months, y'all. 18-month renovation. He worked the entire time. He did about 80% of the work. I lived 12 months, 13 months actually, of those 18 months in a 23-foot camper with a dog, my husband, and 2 sons who were in school. And it was just amazing. Okay, so I have no concept of time, we know that. But we redid the entire house. We replaced everything in the house, from let's see, plumbing to air conditioning. We put a second story on the house. That just came out of the blue, and it was cool because at the time I was drafting doing AutoCAD. So although we had our plans drawn up, I drew the house to scale, and I could move things around. So the garage, we were going to leave a garage. Well, that became our master bedroom. The one small bedroom we were going to keep, that became the utility room. So it was an adventure. God was good. He saw us through, because there were times where I was kind of wondering. But now, fast forward all these years later, over 20 years, and we need a new carpet, we need to paint, all that fun stuff. So anyways, we have picked out our flooring. We're picking it up tomorrow, and Danny will put it down. I have narrowed down to 2 different paint colors. Once we see our floor, we'll pick that. And it's just so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good to finally make a decision. I suffer from paralysis by analysis quite a bit, by checking it out too much. So I'm glad that is behind me, and that we can finally get moving forward. So I'm excited about that. And last but certainly not least, I am excited that today Stampin' Up! Is offering all their die bundles, so that's a stamp set with the dies, at an extra 10% off. So you already get 10% off because it's a bundle, but then they're taking 10% off that. So it's a great savings. And so today I am going to focus on the Mediterranean Blooms Suite. It's absolutely gorgeous. This morning was the first time I touched it, and I knew I was in love, but now I'm like really, really in love with this set. So I'm going to show you how to make a Z-fold seam binding card that really showcases this entire suite. And then I'm going to show you about 5 or 6 of my favorite picks for my bundles. I have samples to share with you to inspire you. And then I just suggest that if you really want to get these bundles at that extra 10% off, even though it's for the whole month of June, don't wait. Because you know, if something goes unorderable, then we have to wait till it comes in. And these are all gorgeous products. The catalog just started May 1st, and I'm just loving it. So I've talked too much. Let me turn this down, and I'll see who's on here with me, and we are going to get creating. So y'all hold on. You know the fire drill. Down. Oops. So Danny is the one who's going to do all the work again. God bless him. He did all the work for the first renovation, and He's going to be putting the flooring down, but I know he'll do a fine job. And y'all know we didn't even have YouTube back then. He did 85% of the work. So good morning, Edith. Hey, Patty. Diane, I'm glad you are here. And Miss Evelyn from Germany. Hello, my dear. We have Patty. Oh, Patty said it took her 9 paint color samples on the side of the house to choose a color. Looked like patchwork. I tell you what, Patty, if I had 2 more those little sample paints that you can buy, I'd probably have the whole room painted because it is camouflage on that wall right now. So I totally get that. Hey, Jolene, I'm glad you're here. And Miss Fran, good, I'm glad you're here too. And hello, Barb. So let me show you. This is the card that we're going to make. And again, I just fell in love with this suite. I knew I would, but having to actually create with it today, it's just amazing. So this is a Z fold card because it's like a Z. It's a little bit different. It's a Z, and then it's a seam binding card because that part of the card is taped down. So that's like your seam binding. So that's what we're going to create. Now my inspiration with this basic beige circle here, I love this card too, and this I received in a swap from Melissa Faust, and that was my inspiration for this morning. So let me see. Let's go ahead and start. Let me show you the parts that you're going to need. Let me grab them here. First, you are going to need a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 inch Night of Navy, and we are going to score that at 5 1/2, 6 3/4, and 9. I'll do that for you. Then you have another piece of Night of Navy that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we are going to emboss that with the 3D eyelet folder. Then I'm going to have a piece for my inside, the 5 1/4 by 4 inch basic white. The Mediterranean Blooms designer paper, which I'm going to show you, that's 1 by 4 inches. And then I have a piece that's 1 1/4 by 4 inches. But I think what we're going to do, since I already have the card with that on there, y'all know I like to give you options. So when we do this, we're going to flip it around and see what these lemons look like on the front. And then you're going to let me know which ones you like better. And then you're going to need the basic beige. This is the 3 1/4 inch Spotlight on Nature circle die that I'll talk about after we create our card. So those are your parts. But let me show you the products. And I've already taken a picture of that, so I'll get that on my Creating with Colleen Facebook page. So this is Citrus Blooms, which is part of the Mediterranean Bloom Suite. So Citrus Blooms is really cute. It is a nice stamp set. It's line art. So you can color that with your blends, which Lisa did here. She used Peach Pie, which I thought was really pretty on that. But you can use your blends. You can use aqua painters with the inks. You can use your pencils, watercolor pencils, and a blender pen. Lots of options with that. And then you have these amazing dies. So with the dies, there's actually, the catalog I think shows it better now that they've started making it a lot bigger, which is so thankful for. But with the dies, this is on page 35, and you have the embellishments, the dies up here. But with the dies, you have like a frame that gets cut out. You have this here, which I'll show you in the samples, which it just cuts out all these beautiful leaves. You can cut, I don't know if you can see that. You can cut those little leaves out and then just put that behind your little bunch of oranges right there. So, and then of course, anything that's highlighted on this stamp set, you have dies to match that. So you'll stamp it and then cut it out with the dies. So the samples over here, they do a great job showing the samples because that highlights the stamp set. This here, you know, highlights the frame along with this one here so you can see where the flowers are. This is that beautiful background piece. And then this highlights all of it, the dies, the stamp, the embellishments. But it really, really is a nice set. And look at this. With that extra 10% off, if you bought this separate, the dies and the stamp set separate, it would be $69. But since you buy the dies and the stamp set together, they have it marked off 10% to $62. But then for the month of June, it is marked down to $55.80. They took another 10% off. So it really is a great time to stock up on your bundles. Now let me show you what is usually the star of the show, which I love with Stampin' Up, is the designer paper. So here you have the designer paper, and what I love is on the back, they do tell you all the different colors that go with this. So you have Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Peach Pie, and Pumpkin Pie. So lots of awesome colors to choose from. So you have a floral on the one side, and then you have this gorgeous, the blues Mediterranean, like little tiles on the back. Here's another one. Here you have those beautiful lemons. And that. And if you have never been to the Mediterranean, do try to get there. We have been blessed to go. We took a Mediterranean cruise, and we've actually been to Italy 3 different times because it's just gorgeous. It's always something to go back for. And you will see all these citrus fruits there and these beautiful blue tiles. Combination. And then that. So lots and lots of fun. In fact, I think I need to do some scrapbooking from my Italy trips, and I could definitely use this paper and this stamp set to embellish with it. So that is the suite. And then you also have, and y'all remind me if I forget the embellishments. I always seem to forget the embellishments at the end. And that just like pulls it all together. So I really need to stop that. But these are opal rounds. And you have them right there. You have a larger size and a smaller size that coordinate with the suite. So let me check my comments, since a couple of you just popped on, and I will go ahead and then get started. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Oh, Mary has a bundle coming in the mail. Good for you, Mary. You are going to love it. Oh, okay. We have Jean from Hagerstown, Maryland, to see what you have in store for us today. Thank you for joining, Jean. I appreciate you. Lynn, I'm glad you're here. And then we have some talk about Germany. Germany's on my bucket list too, y'all. And hey, Kathy, I'm glad you made it after all. So once again, let me show you what we're making. But I am going to switch up the designer paper, and then you get to vote. So with the 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece, you do want to score this. So I'm going to score it for you in case you're new to stamping. So this is our cutter right here. This is a scoring blade. The light one, the dark one is the cutting blade. Let's move that out of the way because I have been known to cut when I wanted to score. Y'all know that I'll teach you what to do, and I may teach you what not to do, but I always promise to teach you something. So I promise you will learn today, either what to do or what not to do. That part I can't guarantee. So anyways, I'm going to open this up, and we are going to score this at 5 1/2. In fact, let me pull. I need to go a little bit longer. So I'm going to pull this side arm out, which is nice because then I can go all the way up to 17 inches. So I'll slide this in here and make sure I'm up close at the top. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2, like that. 6 3/4. And then 9, right there. And that just makes this easier to fold. Plus, I have the exact measurements where I need to fold. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'll crease that. I'm going to fold this half. That's what makes this a seam binding, because eventually I will glue that down. And then I'm also going to fold this one back, this last score. And that's the base of my card. So I'm going to take, let me see. This is the center. So I am going to put my designer paper here, but as I told you, I want to put the different colors, and then we'll see how we like it. You know, that's probably the biggest dilemma with Stampin' Up! A lot of times with their paper is it's just tough to decide which side you want to use. And of course, both sides are beautiful. That's where your dilemma comes in. But I like options. So let's put it on the right way. So this is my centerpiece, and I'm going to put this on the right. And y'all saw I put it on with my liquid glue because I like to pick it up and just slide it. I want to make sure that I'm not hanging off the edges. like that. I think this looks pretty good. Make sure. You only have a couple seconds, but you can definitely choose that way. So I have this piece, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the inside. So this is our stamp and seal. If you don't feel the sticky, rotate that little wheel around, and it's really strong. It's great, but it will be your best friend or your worst enemy. But I'm telling you, you'll love it once you learn how to use it. It's all in the wrist. So you put it down and roll just like that. And every time you do that, it's bringing that tape over the edge, and you'll be fine. So I have this here. I'm going to put this down in the center, like that. It's where you want it, then you push it down. So once this is in here at this point, I can glue this down. I didn't want to do it ahead of time because, of course, then I would have had to trim that. So to do the seam binding part, and I'll teach you a trick. You can glue the entire piece down, or if you want to be able to slide a gift card or something in there, then you just won't put the glue on this edge. So you would come around. Everybody loves gift cards these days. So since I have that, let me put that down and hold it for a minute. Okay. So this could be, when you do this, it could be a card for any occasion. Let me see. So now that I have that, I'll show you, you will be able to slide gift cards in there, and it'll still stay shut. So I'm going to take that other piece of designer series paper. Now this was the 1-inch piece. That was 1 1/4. And I'm going to put it on this side here. Put it on the left. Like so. Okay. I'm kind of liking this too. We are definitely going to vote afterwards. So that is the base of my card. And I'll stamp that center in a little bit. So I did want to show you with the designer paper. One of the things I love that Stampin' Up! Started doing a couple years ago is that the dies match the paper. So I could have stamped this image and colored it, no problem, or I can cut it from this designer paper. And a lot of times what I will do is I will just cut the whole piece, so then I have my pieces to work with as I'm, carrying on. I don't have to jump up every single time that I want one of these cute little pieces of fruit. So this is the one that cuts out, but I'm going for the bigger one. So that's one of the dies. So then here, you're just going to have to take your scissors and do a rough cut around. And then I'll show you how to cut that in the die cut embossing machine. And don't think, just because it's cut off on the edge, don't think you can't use that. Because you could actually, if you wanted to, put it on the edge of your card. Pretend this is white. You could actually cut that out and then just have this on the edge of your card, and that too would be pretty. Y'all know I don't like to waste. I don't waste food. I don't waste cardstock. I don't waste anything I don't have to. Which is why I have so much stuff. So what I'll do now is I'm going to take the dies, and y'all know the trick if you're going to keep your dies in the plastic, to go ahead and actually trace them, and then you know where they go. So I traced this earlier, and this is going to fit on there. And then this, I was telling you about the other die. This is the frame die here. So that is one of the beautiful frames with all the leaves. And then you can cut this, which would actually, if you wanted to do the green leaves or something like that, you can actually put that, your piece behind here. And it will just add so much to it. So those go there. So what I will do, I've got 2 things to emboss. I am going to put this on here, and I will use my Post-it notes because I don't want this to slip. Well, let me see. So when you go in here, you just kind of eye it in there. Just kind of check all your edges. Make sure that stem is right there. Looks good. And then put that down to hold it in place. So let me grab my die machine. I'm going to try not to talk when I walk away because someone had said it was hard to hear me, so hopefully you can hear me well. But this is a die cut embossing machine. And the really cool thing is for the month of June, this is also on sale. So basically this die cut and emboss machine is normally $130, but with 10% off, it's $117. And then we have a mini die and cut emboss machine. So that will take up to 3-inch dies, which is nice for doing your little ones. That is $66 on sale for $59.40. So if you want the small one, then I suggest you already have the big one, because the big one's going to do everything that you need. And that's the one you're going to want. The small one is just stinking cute, and it's easy to take places. But this here is a wonderful machine. So my sides will open. It comes with the base plate, this plate here, number 2, which is for your dies, and then 2 acrylic plates. So I will put that in here, make sure your sides are even. Then I will make sure this didn't move. It looked like it moved a little bit. I can't have that. All right, so let me line up my stem again. All righty. Okay, that's going to be close enough. Put that on there, and then I'm going to put this other acrylic piece on top, and then just roll it through the machine. And I'm going to emboss while I'm here also. Whoops, sorry, I got y'all jumping all around. Hey, Cindy, glad you're jumping on. So there I have this beautiful piece. How's that for some quick cutting? Okay. Then y'all know I like to have my metal trays, or I like to have, I have a larger one too, but just something to hold your dies until you put them back into the case, because you certainly don't want to lose them. So now I'm going to take that piece of 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 Night of Navy, and I'm going to emboss that with this beautiful 3D eyelid embossing folder, one of my favorites. So y'all know, instead of lifting and undoing this envelope every time, tuck that sticky part in the middle, and then you can go ahead and just slide it in and out, and you don't have to worry about that cellophane ripping on you. This is symmetrical, so I want to line it up with this line here. I want a nice pattern, but I want it straight. You all know that drafter eye I'm going to pull on it. So I'll put this in here. Now for the 3D embossing folders, you're just going to use the base plate. You will put this down. And then this plate here does not come with a die cut machine. This is actually sold on the online exclusive store, but that is the number and that is the price. So you definitely want to come on in here. Again, your sides even. Go ahead and grab that when you do place your order, because if you're getting the folders, you need that plate. It's just the thickness is a little bit different, but it's perfect. Then I will close shop. Oops. And then when I open this, I've got this beautiful, beautiful pattern. I love, love, love. Okay, so back to the card. Let me see. Oh, Cindy, you're good. You just got back from working out. Yes, please go back and watch the beginning, and I'm going to show you some other bundles after this, but good for you for working out. I think about it a lot. My thing lately has been walking. I bought that little Fitbit. Actually, I got it from Danny for Christmas, and I have been using that, and it does make me mindful of my steps, so I am doing that. Okay, so now what I'll do here is, do I want to do this first? Well, let me put it on here first. Let's finish the base. So I'm only going to put the glue on the top here, and then I will line this up however I want. I just need to make sure that both those edges are covered. So liquid glue. Actually, let me give it a really good crease on this. There we go. And I'll put this here. Yeah, one day I hope to go to Germany. It is on the list. And I'll put this like so. So I definitely want to pick it up and look at it to make sure it's nice and even. And again, with that liquid glue, you can move it just a little bit if it's not. Okay. So there is how this is all coming together. So I'm going to take this piece here, and it has in the stamp set, it's really cute little hello. Again, that's your stamp set, like that. My lights are a little crooked there. There we go. So I'm going to take Night of Navy, which is definitely one of Stampin' Up's signature colors. And I think what I would like to do is just take this and kind of lay it on here to give me an idea of where I want to stamp it. But the nice thing is it's a circle. So you can always rotate it to make it straight. So I have my little hello, and then I'm going to take my dimensionals, the standard size ones, and put a couple on the back here. Let's see, one there. Here. That'll do. I also like this hanging off my circle. I think it just really makes it look so natural. So I can put this in here. Yeah, I think I can live with that. I like that. Put that down. And then when I typically do a circle, I do like a triangle on the back with my dimensions. And then I'll pull that off. So let me see here. Yes, because that'll open like that. So when I'm doing this, I don't mind it hanging off. I'm going to make sure, I could make sure my hello goes up like that, but y'all know I'm a drafter, so I'm going to make sure my hello goes horizontal. Put this on here, and that right there is the front, but we're not done. We definitely need some Wink of Stella. So I'm going to put the Wink of Stella on the flowers so they will pop with some glitter. Like so. So glad the Wink of Stellas came back in stock. They were a hot item and they had a little trouble with the manufacturer, but we have them now. So I've done my flowers, but then I'm just going to give that nice little comma on my fruit. I don't want to color them completely, but just a little bit of a highlight there. And then I will take the Opal Rounds assortment. So I have different colors to choose from. I think I'll do the Lemon Lolly. So I'm going to take one of the big ones down here. I know we have to work in threes. And then I think I'll put one up here. And then one kind of like a dewdrop, a little dewdrop on the leaf. So that is the front of my card, like that. But you know we have an opportunity to stamp inside here. So I am going to crease that down. And I kind of want to duplicate what's on the designer paper. So I'm going to take Daffodil Delight. I'll show you the other one. The other one I did crushed curry and then colored in with the Lemon Lolly. But to kind of really make it like this, the outline is really light. So I was like, well, let me try that. So here, I'm just going to stamp with the Daffodil Delight. And to keep it even lighter, I could come in with like my Lemon Lolly blends. But this is small, and I can also use the blender pens. So with the blender pen, it's a clear glycerin on each side. You get 3 to a pack. And you can actually, with your watercolor pencils, you can blend it out. But we are going to actually use our ink pad to color with that. So I'm going to give a squeeze. And then I'll open this. Because you never want to take your brushes or even this and mess with the foam part of your pad. You always want to use it like a palette and pick up off your lid. So I'm just going to come in here. Yeah, I think I like this better. Let me see. And just color this out. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. So that just gives a little bit of light. And then to clean this, You always want to save your tips, so go on the side. Don't do that. I won't be able to sleep at night if you did that. Go on the side, you just write out, and then it's clear to keep using again. Okay. Oh, good. Fran said she loves a card. She's going to give it a try. Well, Fran, you can see just how easy it is once you know how. But don't leave me yet because we still have samples and bundles to go through. But I do want to know, do you like it with the lemons or do you like it with the blue? I really thought I would like it with just the blue, but I really like it with the lemons too. I think it picks up the yellow and the orange branches. So y'all would take a minute to tell, because it's like a delay with the Facebook, but please give me a comment and let me know which one you like. Starting to come in. So far we have 2 blues and a both. I'm with you, Evelyn. I really do like them both. But the blue I just thought really offset this. I mean, this was really my focal point. That's not too bad either. So again, this is the Mediterranean Blooms that is on sale for an extra 10% off. And we're going to do a little catalog tour. So that's on page 35, and it's on sale for $55.80, which really is a great, great price. I mean, if you can save 20% off, why wouldn't you? So then going forward, I did like 5 or 6 of my #1 picks on the bundles. So here on page 54, this is called Unbounded Beauty, but I bought the Unbounded Love. And I really like it because it comes with this awesome set, 25 pieces. We all need words for our cards, whether it's on the inside or on the outside. But I loved the frames that went with it. So you can use it to use the frames around these words or any other words you have. So that's page 55. It is called Unbounded Love Bundle. And the normal reduced price is $54.75, but you can get it for $49.27 right now in June. So this is one of the cards. This, not sure who made that. Okay. I normally like to give credit. Can't remember if I do this. I stamp with a group of demonstrators once a month, or if this was from my Mexico swap, because I don't see anything on the back. But you can see how we have the word faith and this in the center. Here you have you are loved. Those are the words. That's on another one of the little labels. And this was Elaine Shader. Here was a card that I did, and I loved the way the happy birthday was. I just stamped it right on the card. And here we have the word celebrate. So great cards for different accents. So I'm trying to think. This was either Michelle Burkett or Lisa Freeman. It looks kind of like a Lisa card. So I think maybe we did do that. But if not, and I'm giving credit to the wrong people, please excuse me. So here, keep in mind, the die cutting machines are on sale for an extra 10% off. That's on page 56. And on page 57, the bundle up here, this is called Layers of Beauty. And the reason it's called Layers of Beauty is because it comes with stencils, dies, and a stamp set. So this was from Marie Peltier in France. And you can see her gorgeous card. So she actually cut the flowers out and then used the stencils. And then this one here, let me see if it's on the inside. I know I got this one in the Mexico swap. Oh, good, I have a card in here. This was from Emma Goddard. Very pretty Emma. So here she stamped it, she used her stencils, and then she cut it into pieces. So this bundle is normally marked down to $56.50, and it's on sale for $50.85. If you bought them separate, it'd be $63. So this is stinking cute, page 61, Hearts and Hugs bundle. So this card is from Teresa Brown. You might have seen some of these when I originally shared the swap that I did on, from the cruise, from the trip. But so cute. So this bundle, oh, I don't have the sale price. Well, just know you get, well, Okay, somebody do the math. You get $4.95 off of $49.50. That's a sale. So you have that here. Hey, you're getting almost 20% off on these. You are getting 20% off from buying it separately. So very nice. So that is her card. And then this was Susan Tenzar, one of my dear Stampin' family members. And I think I got two more. Now, the Spotlight on Nature, these dies are currently unavailable, but they are due in the week of June 24th. So you will be able to get this on sale. It's normally marked down to $52. Well, now it's marked all the way down to $46.80. But anytime you're placing an order, put the bundle number in, because if they get it sooner, you're going to get it sooner. I always put the number in, and the worst thing it could say is currently not available, because you just never know. So here, this was from Natalie Travis. I loved her monochromatic card using the Spotlight on Nature. And these dies are amazing with all the circles. This was like my first pick out of the catalog. This is Marie Besecker. Marie, your card was amazing with all these layers. Really beautiful. And you can see everybody likes to feature a lot of the in colors. They're pretty in pink. And then this was Judy Garza. Very dear Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That was her card, and I thought it was beautiful. So get these bundles now, 20% off the original separate price, an additional 10% off the 10%. Now this one, the Seaside Wishes dies just came in. So actually, as soon as this sale started, I had 3 customers who ordered this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid it's gonna go out because it's so popular, which it's in the regular catalog, it will come back. So I just want y'all to know that you get great customer service here, because when I couldn't sleep at 2:15 this morning, I got up, placed your orders, and all of you will be receiving your Seaside Wishes bundle very, very soon. So with this one, I have this card, and this is from, Chris Spano. I love Chris Spano. She's in my Stampin' family. So here we have, it's on marked down to $47.50, but you can get this awesome bundle here for $42.75. Now that's a deal because the Seaside Wishes Hybrid Embossing Folder, which I showed you how to use last Wednesday, it embosses, or it can emboss and cut at the same time. It is awesome. So that was Chris's card, beautiful. This was Joyce Godfold's card, beautiful. I think anything you do with this is beautiful. And if you scrapbook and you have pictures from the beach, you will definitely want this also. And then this card here, this was the picnic fold card that I did last week. And this card was originated by Melissa Ellis. And this, again, is my thank you card. So anybody who places an order for the month of June and uses this host code, I will send you this card as my thank you. I always send a thank you card, and I try to make them special. But that's this one here. So again, Seaside Wishes, $42.75, great deal. So that sale is through the month of June. But again, don't delay, because these items are hot, 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 hot. And I just do want to let you know, if an item does go unorderable, please don't think that Stampin' Up! Didn't order enough supplies. They order tens of thousands of these products, but y'all know how awesome the Stampin' Up! Products are. You know, they're just really in demand. But they are a great company. They always do the best that they can to make life easy for all of us and to keep us creating. So let me try again. Let me check my, hey, Marianne, I'm glad you're here. Yes, you are in Pensacola. How's your humidity there? Ours started picking up this week. I really enjoyed last week with low to no humidity, but I knew it would be coming. Okay, so going back here, we have blue, blue, both, both, blue. So the blue really is pretty popular. The blues, Judy likes them both. Mary likes the blue, Jolene likes the lemon, so does Lynn and Barb. And so does Mary. Okay, and the lemon one. Okay, so the lemon came from behind. And because Kay likes that too. So Jean likes the blue best. It has a cleaner look, but both are nice. Alrighty. The frames are super. I've already used them. Evelyn, aren't they great? I have bought that one right away too. Diane likes both. And Marianne, which one did you like? So Patty says the Mediterranean style is in fashion as well. My sister had 7-year-old granddaughter in J. Crew and bought a dress with lemon pattern on it. Aw, grandholder told the salesperson it had an Italian vibe. That's awesome. I love that. So let's see. Oh, good. So Evelyn ordered the dies this morning. Carla from Pennsylvania and Hazel. So glad you're here, also from Florida. So then we have one last both and one last lemon. So anyways, thank you all for joining me. I always love being in the stamp room with you. If there's anything you do want to order, you can go to creatingwithcolleen.com and select shop now. If your order is less than $150, please use this host code. If it's more, then you will get the host benefits. So you definitely want to do that. That would be 10% of your merchandise that you get back in free merchandise of $150 or more. And again, I will send you my thank you card for your order. I also ask, if this is the first time you're watching, please subscribe, like, click the button to get more so that you can get my videos. But I will be here next Wednesday and we will create with another fun bundle. So I hope you all, let me see. Oh, Marianne, yes, it's her immediate favorite from the new catalog. Now, Marianne is a huge scrapbooker. So, Marianne, if you have been to the Mediterranean before, you know we got to see some scrapbook pages from you. She's also in my stamping family. So, I'm blessed to have you all here. Have a wonderful day. Do something creative. It could be in the kitchen. It could be in the stamp room. But do something creative. It's a beautiful day to get out in there. Thank you. I'll see you all next Wednesday. And if there's ever anything I can do for you, just let me know. I'm always here for you. God bless y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.